Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Into the Breach. We're playing the Rusting Hulks, and we just wrapped up the 4th island. And also, I saw something I wanted to show you guys. I noticed on the subreddit for this thing, there was a thing announcing grid coordinates they added today. Now, I've recorded a lot. I've got a long backlog of episodes of this. So, by the time you guys watch this, probably grid coordinates have been in for like, I don't know, a month or something. But for me, they just went in last night, so the rest of my episodes after this will probably have grid coordinates on. I don't know, maybe for some reason I'll determine that I don't like them, but so far they seem good. Just from looking at someone else streaming with them on. So what we have left to do is just the final island. And so I want to review what all I have to make sure that this is all stuff that I want for the final island and not something I would rather swap for some reason. Like, this is, you know, not amazing, but it's fine. It's better than whatever else I could do with the power, right? Like, I could take +2 health, basically. I guess I could also move this around, swap. No, not really. Okay, fine. So this is fine, this is fine. Here, I could choose to make ally immune or something, but no thanks. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Let's head to the final battle and see if we can get our first 4-island win here. Look at this. So, yeah. The, looks fine to you guys, right? The A is kind of cut off, isn't it? A and 1, you can just barely see them. I don't have a lot of space on my monitor, so that's probably why. Oh! Huh. I can see where the pylons are going to be. They're invisible, but they're still there, and I can't place on them. I guess, would this damage them? Right, like I assume that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's a normal amount of pylons. Huh. Well, this seems like a mistake. I shouldn't be allowed to know that. But okay, we'll deploy here. Oh, they're highlighted green here, even though I'm not... Even when I'm not deploying this guy, right? But this one's not. What's up with the greens? Why is this one green? I don't know, man. That's weird. Okay, we'll do this and... Here? Reasonable access to both diagonals. So let's see if that turns out to be true about the pylons. Yeah. They're going exactly in the places I wasn't allowed to deploy. And the green stuff is just a total distraction that doesn't do anything. Huh. Well, that seems like they should fix that. Not choose where the stuff goes until after you deploy any pilot with that ability. Oh, yeah, he's wow, really? How... do I get away from this, please? Well, I guess I can, right? But only if I... So he's webbing both of these guys. Neither of them has an ability they can use to free themselves. Without using up their attack, obviously, right? So the only way I can actually see to free this guy would be something like this, smoking him, and that would free up my other units. I'm not at all thrilled about doing that, but I can't even push him because he's covering both of these. He's got himself sort of diagonally covered, so really this is the only way to free these guys at all. Now, if I needed to, I could free just one of them. I could do like this, pushing him and sacrificing this mech base. Well, yeah, it turns into lava, but it doesn't say it'll kill you. So I guess being stuck here isn't that bad. It just puts you on fire, which is not a big deal. Especially if I do it with my shield mech, because he'll be shielded and won't take the fire damage. So, I don't actually have to do that if I can find a better way to use these two. The other two mechs. Or indeed, I could, you know, do this. Have this guy free the other one. And then find use for these two mechs. So any one of my mechs, I guess, can deal with this problem. But the jet mech does it while causing a lot more damage to the enemy, so that's worth considering. Alright, what order do these guys attack in? The worst order, I think. I guess the science mech is really powerful right now, isn't he? Because coming here deals with 2 enemies and also damages another. So... yeah, I'm thinking, like, do this to get 2 damage in against this guy. Have this guy attack him for 2 more by pushing, and that frees everyone up and we don't take any damage on our mech or grid. Except that this guy catches fire. It would be nice, you know, because if we shield, we actually don't catch fire, right? The shield prevents negative effects as long as no damage is dealt to you, and lava won't deal damage, so we could do that. But I think he's much more valuable right here, getting a nice little 2-for-1. So I think that's the plan. Yeah. We're not dealing as much damage to the enemies as I would like, but we're coping. We're managing. I could smoke pellet them, actually. Deal 2 damage to each of them instead of pushing. But if I push, I deal damage to this guy. I think the smoke pellet's actually better. Which means I should have maybe smoked the guy in a different direction, landing here to block a spawn. But getting some smoke and some damage on these guys is pretty useful. I think I'll, well... on the other hand, smoke is a more limited resource, and this way I get a shield, and I don't know that these are actually places that I want smoke to be in the long term. They sort of make it hard to... I think it's fine. They make it hard for the enemies to attack the buildings, and they don't make it much harder for me to defend the buildings. So I think it's worth spending some smoke here. And let's just hope I'm right about how this lava behaves. Yeah, he's on fire, but that's fine. It would be better if he weren't on fire, of course, but you can't have everything. Oh, these guys are gonna shoot each other down, huh? And this guy's not attacking? Sure, that's good. Sounds good to me. Yeah, we can just ignore this. So who's actually attacking buildings? It's just this guy. Okay. No, this guy also. And this one is attacking first, so this guy will die. If I could push this guy over to here, I would love that, but I don't see a way to do it, since this tile's got smoke on it. Likewise, pushing these guys into water is not very easy. Something a bit like this seems like my strongest way to deal with this guy. I guess it's not necessarily the case, because I could also do this if I wanted, dealing quite a bit more damage, in fact, killing him. But then I have to find some other way to deal with these guys, which is not so apparent to me. I don't see a way for my jet or science mech to deal with this effect. I can't shield the city, I can't smoke this guy, I can't push this guy. Really the only one who can reach here is my artillery. So I think that that's a good thing for him to do. And hopefully he'll just, you know, gradually smolder for the rest of the battle and we won't have to defend. But, you know, if he does, he does. Where can I get to with this dude? Yeah, of course, now he can get to here. Maybe just like this is the best spot to bump these guys into each other and apply a shield. Oh, and this one's about to die anyway. So it would really just be dealing damage to this guy and being positioned well to push this one into water next turn, maybe? Well, let's do this. I do want to prevent that grid damage. And I guess this is fine. I could smoke pellet him, but I really don't want to do that. Yeah, we'll just do 1 damage to him and be content with that. I'm still not used to talking about the grid coordinates. You guys can actually see the A in the one better than I can. For me, like, the window actually falls a little bit off the bottom of my monitor, so I can't... Like, I can see about this low, but not any lower. But I know, it must say A in 1, so... Okay, so we got no new spawns this turn, right? Yeah. And this is the last set of spawns coming in this battle. Who is actually a threat? This guy again. The Scorpion leader. And that's it, right? I wanted to see something. If I walk here, that does indeed put out smoke. That was something we thought about later, but in a recent episode. Was like, well, it's impossible for a tile to be in smoke and on fire, but what about a unit? And apparently the answer is no. Yeah, it seems like we just want to push this guy in here, as planned. Blow this guy out with some smoke. Come up here and take care of this. And then all we have left is the Alpha Blob and the 3 new spawns, which we're reasonably well positioned to deal with. Although I suppose I might prefer a different vantage point to deal with this guy. You know, if I could be here or something, but I can't, so this is the best I'm gonna get. Let's take it. And this. And where do I want to stand? I guess I want to stand over here, actually, closer to the middle. Down they go. I think that's the first time I voluntarily stepped in lava. I mean, it wasn't exactly voluntary. It was like that or something worse would happen. But thought about the fact that it doesn't mean instant death to me like it does to most of the enemies. This guy's a bit tricky to get to. Alright, so that guy's attacking a building. This guy's attacking 2 buildings. He's pretty important to deal with. And also sort of hard to deal with, in fact. In fact, I don't really see a way to do it. This guy, and yeah. I honestly think that I cannot cope with this guy. He's just going to do 4 damage to me. There's nothing I can do about it. This is going off last after he's attacked. There's nowhere I can stand near him that allows me to do anything, right? You can't use weapons from here. The artillery mech can't get a line on him. and the jet mech can't get close enough. So he's just sort of shielded by all these clouds I've been creating. Well, given that, I may as well just leave this stuff alone. See if I can do something else productive over here. I think the best thing I can see is to do this, killing this guy because of the bump and the 3 damage. And then, like, taking... Oh, this guy's dead, actually. I don't have to worry about him. And then, I suppose, finishing this guy off. Is it possible I could, like, push the jet mech to somewhere relevant? I don't think so. He's so far from getting to the right spaces. Yeah. Alright, well... just like this, I guess. And that doesn't put out the smoke. The fire. Flying over water doesn't put out fire, but being in water does. Which makes sense, of course, but I understand it's not that way with ice. Flying over ice does put it out, or something? I don't know. I would love to, like, at least shield the city, but I can't do that either. Alright, well, there you go. That's 4 damage. A big drain on my resources. For the second half of the fight. Considering how well things were going, you know, I feel like I just don't really understand how to avoid... Wow. That 41 grid defense, I guess. I don't know how to avoid you putting smoke in places I'll regret. That was honestly pretty disgusting. But I mean, that's sort of what happens when you get 41 grid defense. It's stuff like this. You get a lot of breaks on damage. Wow! We damaged this guy because we deployed adjacent to him. But then, of course, the bomb's gonna fall on him anyway, right? Yep, go ahead and deploy that bomb, please. I'd like to get to the combat. It's a beetle leader, or a fire beetle, or whatever they're called. Pushing him into these rocks seems pretty strong. It'll kill him, so that's real good. Yeah, beetle leader. On the other hand, I'd like to also push this guy into those rocks, honestly. I don't totally mind letting him have this city, but you know what's really good? Is a shield right here. It shields me, it shields the city so that when we are pushed into it, or the pylon, neither of us takes damage. And it lets this guy end his turn here blocking a spawn. And we like block these 2 spawns, right? Seems pretty amazing. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do then is this, pushing this guy into the rock. Although that's not really necessary because the second part of my plan was this. Smoking these guys, and that actually kills him even without the rock coming. Means I don't get to block these other 2 spawns, which I would like to do, or this one other spawn, I guess. This one's already being blocked. Yeah, this seems like just a standout move. I suppose you could make an argument for trying to push this guy here so that he lands in lava and drowns himself, but I'd rather just have him block this spawn and not have all... Like, I can't easily get him to do that, so let's just not. Let's do this. Shield up. Push this guy. And protect the... Oops. Protect the building from smoke, from damage by smoke. Yeah, I like how well this shield allies turned out to be. There's a lot of spots we can use it in. Mostly, of course, it's for defending buildings, but it's more flexible than just that. And of course, remember that blocking spawns on the first turn is very valuable because those things turn out to be where the tentacles come next turn. Okay, so... I don't have any good places to smoke bomb because things are lined up in like 3s instead of 2s. Or to jet attack. So what I think I'm gonna do is come here, pushing this guy out of... No, now I'm in the way. Come here, pushing this guy out of the way and killing him, so that the jet mech is free to do a bombing run here. And then I'll just swoop in. Why am I down 2 health? I feel like it should just be 1. Oh no, that guy did hit us twice. We shielded up, and then we took 1 damage from being charged into, 1 more damage from bumping into the building, and then 1 more damage from blocking the spawn. I didn't account for the direct damage and the charge damage being separate, but of course they are. So anyway, I was thinking, and then come over here and shield up. Oh. Do I want to do this? It's gonna, bump these 2 together. But I guess getting a shield on is worthwhile. And this way I'll find out whether the shield happens before or after the bump. I don't think I know yet. I think it's after, but I'm not sure. Yeah, this seems alright. So we're backing up to here, doing this. Well, is there an alternate approach? What if I, chose to push him in a different direction, like this. That still allows my bomber to come in for a run from like here to here. And then I could shield this without causing the bump. Or shield it while causing the bump and let this kill him. This attack here. And then the shield would stay... Or the bomb would stay shielded next turn, I think, right? Maybe that is better. It deals more damage to this guy, which is pretty useful. Another alternate plan might be to push him here and then smoke bomb, taking care of these guys. But then I have no way of getting to this this Scorpion with the jet mech. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to come up here and shield, dealing the 1 damage. No. Yeah, because that sort of deals with the Scorpion threat as well, by shielding the city he's attacking. The building. Does 1 damage to this, and I think 1 to the bomb, but perhaps not. And then I can defeat the guy with a rocket shot. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, the shield deploys before you do the bump. Good to know. And actually, I guess, since we now kill this guy with the rocket, we don't need to worry about pushing him in this direction. We can push him in this direction to cause a little bit of extra bump damage to the Scarab, which combined with the 3 damage done by the jet mech is going to destroy the Scarab. So this is an improvement. Wait a minute. I think I'm super dumb. I just realized that guy was already damaged. He was at 4 health, not 5. And this attack just did 4 damage to him. Bumping this thing into him, well... Actually, it kind of was good to do that. I was thinking it was kind of dumb to bump it into him when he was about to die anyway, but I need this square to be free for my jet mech to do his bombing run. right? So I kind of needed to do this push while the enemy was still there instead of after. I think it's about the same. And so... how many enemies will I have next turn? These two are both dead. This guy's still alive. This spawn's gone, so up to 3 enemies. Or I could block it down to just 2. I think I'll take 3. Let them spawn now and deal with them later. So, like, rather than having a critical mass of a bunch of guys appearing next 2 turns from now, I'd like to get some of them on the table this turn so I can deal with them. Okay, nothing too scary looking. Of course, I don't love these blobbers. So one thought I had that is not good is to do something like this. And then a push is quite effective, right? It pushes the crab out, so he's not attacking this, pushes this bomb so it's not attacking this. But it has a small downside of pushing this bomb, this explosive thing next to the bomb, which is obviously quite, in fact, a large downside. However, there's a similar approach that is much better, which is to smoke pellets here. It takes these two out of the equation without making them be a problem somewhere else. Having done that, I think we do the obvious line of just pushing this guy into smoke, which kills him as well as protecting the bomb. And then we have the jetmech free to put some smoke clouds on this guy. So that all seems like pretty good. And I'm just going to put it on the board. No need to find a better plan than this, honestly. Let's just make it hard for this guy to escape the clouded area. I guess it doesn't matter what happens. We don't need to kill him next turn. What he does is immaterial. Unless he can't get out of the clouds at all, then it might matter. What happens if you push the bomb into lava? Does it die? Probably, right? I don't think that's a good idea, but just something to think about. So, who's doing anything? We just have one turn. It looks to me like if we passed this turn, we would win. We don't have to do anything. Oh, look, this guy couldn't get out, and he, in fact, did not manage to bomb anything. Cool. So I'd like to deal with as many of these dudes as possible, but, you know, nothing super critical. Right, this is dealing 4 damage total. That's the only grid damage being dealt. They're taking 3 on the bomb. So, none of this matters that much. But what can we deal with? Where can this guy get to? He can get just about anywhere. Well, no, but he can get to a lot of useful places. However, pushing this guy back... Oh, it's fine because it kills him. That seems pretty good. On the other hand, the jetmech is the most constrained, I feel like. He can't get to many places. He can get to here, which is useful. That's sort of the one enemy he can deal with is this guy, so let's let him do that. Who can get to here? Anyone? Yeah, I could push him into this tile that's about to explode. Or not explode, but you know what I mean. Be consumed by lava. And then just come up here and finish this guy off. And that about covers it, right? I think that's a perfect final mission. Which I don't think I've had before. Certainly not on camera. Now, you know, it was a perfect final mission in the sense that we took 4 grid damage that we resisted. Just that one turn did not work out well. We had put down too much smoke, I think. But as I mentioned, I'm still not really sure how to predict and prevent that outcome. There you go. So that's our 4th win? Squad's victory. Yeah. We've played 4 games. We've won 4 games. They've all been on hard. I'm feeling pretty good about our ability to win games. I'm sure I'll lose some on occasion, but my win rate seems decent. And I'm not so sure about getting the achievements unlocked, but I think we got them all for this squad anyway. Yeah, so a perfect score is 30,000 for a 4-island victory, right? So we're missing 850-ish. So at about 150, it sounds like about 900. So that's 6. We probably got hit 6 times. Took 6 grid damage throughout the course of the game is my rough estimate. Obviously you can do better, but that's a pretty respectable score, I think. Certainly it's my high score. And we're going to bring this guy back. He has, well, honestly, is the deploy anywhere better than just having, like, these two? Mech HP and Mech Move? Like, the grid defense is basically nothing. And then the question is, would I rather have Mech HP and deploy anywhere, or Mech HP and move, or Mech Reactor and move? Is deploy anywhere, which you have to power, better than, like, move? And I think the answer is no. I'd rather just have, like, this. I think this guy's better than this guy. So, cool. So how many, we picked up, I think we had 5, no, we had, like, very few coins before. I don't remember what it was. 4 or something? We spent 2, bringing us down to 2, and then we picked up, I guess, 9 more, getting 11. So, that's pretty good. Who are we going to play next? It's been a long time since I played the Steel Judoka. I played them, like, I think 2nd ever. I played Riftwalkers and then tried the Steel Judoka. I sort of figured the high unlock cost mechs were probably the hard ones, not the extra powerful ones. Because it makes sense to give beginners some sort of strong, straightforward stuff, and give experts something a little bit challenging that can be powerful if applied in the right way. So I didn't want to do that. I wanted something a little bit hard, but not crazy hard. I tried Steel Judoka. And I haven't played them since, and it was kind of fun. So let's unlock these guys. These mechs specialize in positional manipulation to turn the Vec against each other. And, I have to say choose them. And so we got a Judo mech, a Siege mech, and a Gravity mech. And I won't show you what these guys do just yet, but that is who you should look forward to in the next playthrough. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.